The Gina and Matty podcast.
Let's talk about Rebel Wilson.
Yeah, let's. I want to know. Give us the goss.
It's all over the news at the moment. It's front page of papers. News.com.au are running it. She has a book called Rebel Rising, and she's been on the talk circuit around the States the last couple of days. She was on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show talking about it.
How are you excited? It is officially out today, the memoir.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited, but I'm also a bit terrified because it's like all my personal, private secrets.
Yeah.
She went on Kelly Clarkson's talk show.
Well, I've always been a writer, and I did a lot of playwriting early on in my career. But I wrote journals from a really young age. I think because I saw Oprah saying it on her show, and I was like, yeah, if Oprah says it,
that's funny. Now she's also created a bit of controversy around some of the stuff that she's written in this book, right? So, and when you're writing a book, the publishers and the people behind it, they want juice. If you're gonna write a book, especially in this day and age, you got to put some meat in it. And one of the things, the controversy around the book was the inclusion of allegations against Borat actor Sacha Baron Cohen. Now, this is Rebel on the Today Show in the US talking about that.
There's a chapter in your book about Sacha Baron Cohen, someone who you really looked up to and kind of worshipped as a comedian. And you say about your work relationship with him that it was the worst professional experience. And you write, I couldn't help but feeling like I was humiliated. And there's a lot of details in the book that people have to read about that time. As you sit here today, are you glad that you included that?
Yeah, I mean, that was something that happened 10 years ago, and obviously I've moved past it now, but it was my worst professional experience, and just feeling humiliated and degraded as a person.
Now, Sacha Baron Cohen had a reaction to this. He says these demonstrably false claims are directly contradicted by extensive, detailed evidence. He says he's one of 8 people who worked on the movie who've come forward supporting a statement with documentation of call sheets and scripts that deny the claims.
So that sounds like there's lawyers involved.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, when you're writing a book, and I'm pretty sure Rebel has studied law. And the last time someone accused her of lying, she won that court case as well.
Yeah, that about her.
I think it was about her age, and then something was to do with her lying about defamation. And it was the gossip rags here in Australia. So then in another excerpt, because the book was scheduled for release yesterday, so we were getting drip fed all the sizzle from it. Another excerpt she shared to Stella magazine over the weekend. Rebel spoke about playing the character of Tula in Fat Pizza. Now that's where she got a break. That was the big ABC or SBS show. She said her experience has mixed opinions. She was grateful for being on the show for giving her a start in an Australian television, but she said, quote, I was in a boys' show and I had to take their fat-phobic jokes right on my double chin, she wrote in the book. Quote, all people cared about was that I was fat and I was funny and I was doing both of those things well, end of quote. Now, Rebel then went on to flag some comments that Fat Pizza writer and showrunner Paulie Fennick, who was the brains behind it, made to her about debuting at the Melbourne Comedy Festival, saying that he said to her, you try too much. And she's like, why are you criticising me now? He could have been being a friend, but also that could come across the wrong way as well. He says now she's being really ungrateful. We gave her start. We put her on the world stage. We gave her film, TV and stage training, and now she's being ungrateful towards us. So it's getting super messy.
Yeah.
Now, this is where it gets even weirder because the book was meant to be released yesterday here in Australia. It's been pulled from the shelves. HarperCollins, the publisher, has pulled the book from online and as well as the physical copies in store. Anyone who pre-ordered the book has got refunds, and that's here in Australia, the UK and New Zealand.
That screams lawyers.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But still on sale in the States.
So that's weird, isn't it? Because that's where... I guess half the trouble's here, half the trouble's there.
That's right. When I'm in the UK, I go, okay, that's Sacha Baron Cohen maybe, and New Zealand close. But so it is really, really messy. If you were expecting to get that book, we don't know when it's going to be released. HarperCollins are saying nothing. It's pulled indefinitely.
And imagine her as well. You know, if she's put her heart and soul into this book, and it would have taken her potentially years or a year to write. It's finally come out. She's thinking, this is going to be a good earner for me. It's going to be my story, and now it's been pulled. She'll be devastated, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. But then I guess the other side of it is...
If she did the wrong thing...
Or we're talking about it. So people are going to be like, I need to know exactly what is in this book.
I want to read it now.
Yeah, did he put his finger there? I don't know. But if you want to find out all the information, you can research it yourself. Some of the allegations against Sacha were a bit gross. And it's like, you know what? No wonder there's lawyers involved. But watch this space because it's going to get juicy.
The Gina and Matty podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.